Long Islanders today taking part in a number of events celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, some of them working to carry on his work. News 12's Antoinette Biordi spoke with those who have made it their mission to keep Dr. King's legacy alive.
From that day, my life was changed.
For Vietnam veteran John Henry Simpkins Jr., that day was March 26, 1968. John was just 18 years old, and he tells me that he shook hands and met Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. during a visit to Long Beach.
We heard him speak, and for me, it was a profound awakening because I was listening to what he was saying, and it touched me.
Sadly, just 9 days later, Dr. King was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee, which sent shockwaves throughout the nation and world. But John was determined to keep the civil rights leader's legacy alive. Today, this march through the streets of Long Beach ended at the MLK Community Center on Riverside Boulevard, a center that was built with the help of John Simpkins.
The struggle is not over. You were needed in the struggle. So become a drum major.
From this event in Long Beach to one in Hempstead, the fight continues for both equality and voting rights.
If we're going to celebrate this day, then we must make sure that we support voters' right. It is so important. That's what Martin Luther King stood for, and so we have to make sure that we support it.
Many here say voting rights must be protected, and a landmark bill that sits before the U.S. Senate right now would give the federal government more oversight in setting voting regulations.
We have to do our part and stand up and make sure that our voices are heard, that everyone has a right to vote.
The bill is expected to go before the Senate in the coming days. Antoinette Biordi, News 12, Long Island.